It's dark, it's bitter, and it's highly mysterious. Amigos, my friends, it is Fernet Branca. And somehow, every Argentine that I know knows exactly what I'm talking about. And everyone that comes to this Asado and to this house, my friends and my family, everyone knows about Fernet. Fernet Branca, the drink even Lionel Messi drinks. In this video, we're going to break down exactly the story behind Fernet Branca and why it is so popular here in Argentina. So, our story starts in 1845 in the heart of Milan, Italy. There was a guy, a man, a gentleman, a self-taught herbalist named Bernardino Branca. He created a secret mix of 27 different herbs from every corner of the planet. Maya, saffron, chamomile, aloe vera, and so on, to create this black gold liquid. Now, initially, Fernet wasn't for parties. It wasn't a party drink. It wasn't a drink you had beside the asado with your friends and had a laugh. It was used as a medicine. Now, part of the bitter family, or the amarros, the Fernet was also known as cura todo. How the do I say that? Oh my God. Fernet Branca cura todo. Fernet Branca cures everything. So this delightful, extremely bitter drink was initially used for medicinal reasons, not for party. It was kind of thought about healing the soul. And this is really why Fernet Branca is what it is today. And the story goes as well that during Prohibition, it was widely sought after because being 40% in alcohol, it was a great alternative when people couldn't drink their whiskey or their beer. So how did Fernet come to Argentina and become probably one of the most drunk cocktails in Argentina, when most people drink it with Coca-Cola? So when the waves of Italians and Europeans started coming to South America, many Italians found home in Buenos Aires and throughout Argentina. At the turn of the century, with this wave of immigrants, they carried Fernet with them. Now, I don't know if it was because it was a stressful journey and they needed some Fernet along the way, or it was just part of their culture. Fernet landed in Argentina at the beginning of the new century, in their bags and in their hearts. In Buenos Aires and Córdoba, Fernet became a symbol of heritage, of Italian heritage. Fernet cura todo, a reminder of where they came from, who they are, and their people. Fernet traditionally had one very large factory in Milan in Italy. And then because of the volume of consumption in Buenos Aires and throughout Argentina, Fernet opens up a second factory, which happens to be very close to Gobierno de la Ciudad, or the Buenos Aires government offices. Now, Argentina is the largest consumer of Fernet globally, and this is because of this wave of immigrants in the late 1800s that brought Fernet to Argentina, and then it became widely known and widely consumed. So by the 1940s, Fernet Branca was being bottled right here in Argentina. So instead of importing it all the way from Italy, they were bottling it here in Argentina. One of the few places outside of Italy that were allowed to do so. And over time, something really beautiful happened. The drink of old Italian cultures was now the flavor and the identity of the new Argentina. So how did we get mixed up with Coca-Cola? How did we get Coke into Fernet? Now, this is an extension of this story, which I'm really excited to share with you, because this is why Fernet is so well known here, because people drink it with Coke. And as you'll see, I talk a lot about mixing Fernet with Coke is like the bitterness, the amarro with the sweet of the Coke really is very thirst quenching. And for long summers, it's a very nice drink. In the 1980s, young students, young Argentines who were looking to try something radical, and nobody knows exactly who that first person was or what bar it happened. There are different people that will claim different stories. They mixed Fernet with Coca-Cola. Now, that was the beginning of a whole new era of Fernet, and so many people that wouldn't drink it traditionally because it was extremely bitter and very earthy and herbal are now drinking it with Coke. So the bitterness met with the sweetness was suddenly this new cocktail was born. Today, Argentinians drink over 75% of Fernet in the whole world. Now, you can get bottles like this one here that is bottled in Italy. You can get Branca that is bottled here in Argentina. So the two factories in the world are supplying 75% of the Fernet that is consumed in Argentina. And if you ever visit Córdoba, you'll see it everywhere. Córdoba is the capital of the Fernet here in Argentina, and I hope I don't disrespect any traditional porteños or people from Buenos Aires, but Córdoba is the mecca of Fernet. It is at every table, it is at every bar, and it is definitely here at every asado next to the fire. Now, Fernet isn't a drink anymore, it's a belonging. It's like a taste of getting together. It's a taste of unity, it's a taste of heritage, and it's definitely a taste of culture. And it's what you want to share with your friends or with your family after a long day, or maybe a 3-hour or 5-hour grill when you're next to the fire and you need something that's thirst quenching. It's in the football stands when Argentina scores, it's at the asados, it is in the bars, it's even in cafes. Fernet is everywhere. It's the sound of laughter, it's the sound of a nightclub, it is the sound of a party, and it is definitely the sound of the Italian and the Argentine culture coming together. Because for Argentines, mixing Coca-Cola with Fernet isn't a trend, it's a tradition. And whether it's football stars drinking Fernet on the top of double-decker buses after winning the World Cup, or Maradona, Fernet is everywhere. And whether it is mixed with Coke or drunk on its own, I'm going to leave some more recipes in the description of this video. It is a staple of this society. So, from Milan to Buenos Aires, from pasta to asados, Fernet Branca is a journey. It is a story of culture. It is a story of resilience, and it is flavor. Bitter at first, but sweet at the end. It's just like a journey. And when you taste Fernet for the first time, it is very, very powerful and can be even slightly overwhelming. But once you've had one, I can guarantee you'll probably want a second. And for me, it has definitely been something that I've always come back to when I've traveled, I've been overseas, I've been away from Argentina. I've had a Fernet and I feel like I'm at home. I'm in Argentina. I hope you found this story interesting and want to find out more about Fernet. I'll leave some resources in the description below. Fernet Branca, born in Italy, perfected by the Argentinians and loved by legends. Did you know that Fernet was even drunk by Lionel Messi after the World Cup on a double-decker bus?